Well, and if you could tell the viewers, and once they show up at the designated site where their caucus will be held for their precinct, just tell a participant what they can expect.
Running a caucus is very easy. And the caucuses themselves it's the Iowa system of caucusing, and you basically divide a room, you elect a chair, and so that chair then divides the room among the candidates. So you'll have Clinton over here, Obama there, Richardson there, Edwards there, Biden there, Kucinich over here, and ask that the people that are there that support those candidates join with their group. Once that basic alignment occurs, each of the group has a chance through one spokesman to make a pitch to everybody else about why their candidate should be the next president of the United States. After that 2-minute speech by party, anyone can realign. You can join another club. You can join another candidate. At that point, a viability determination is taken, and that means basically that a candidate has to have at least 15% of the support in the room to be a viable candidate. If you're not a viable candidate, you're eliminated from that room or that caucus only, and those people that were supporting that candidate have a chance to join the other groups. Once all the candidates left are viable, 15% or more, the delegates are allocated among the candidates that are viable in accordance with their strength in numbers present at the time. So it's participation. You've got to be there and you got to stand up. There is a limited absentee ballot, but it only counts for the first round, and if you're not there, you really can't participate. But that's part of it, was we want you to participate. We want to hear from you. Once each precinct in Lancaster County receives a certain number of delegates. By state law, each precinct has at least 2 delegates. Some of the high-performing Democratic precincts in Lancaster County in the 2004 presidential race get additional delegates because of the voter turnout they had, as well as if that precinct actually went for carry in the 2004 election. So you can have up to 7 delegates per precinct. Those delegates are assigned to the candidates by the strength in numbers, and just a bare mathematical formula, the strongest one gets the most delegates. You can have a viable candidate that doesn't get any delegates, such as if you have 3 viable candidates and only 2 delegates for that precinct, the weakest candidate does not get a delegate. And it's the delegates that count. And so it becomes a strategic game of how to win more delegates in order to win Lancaster County, in order to win the state, and in order to get the most delegates to the national convention.
And what impact do you think this change to a caucus will have upon the way candidates, presidential candidates, campaign here?
Well, amazingly, we had Hillary Clinton's flyers at the Lancaster County Democratic Party's meeting the other night, which is, in everyone's recollection, a first. I've had contact from 2 different presidential candidates. Governor Richardson and John Edwards have both contacted us concerning this. I know that the Obama folks are getting fairly well organized. The key on Nebraska is February 5th is the Super Tuesday. 40%, 50% of the country goes and will make a decision by then, and we still have a wide open race. And if there are 2 or more candidates standing after February 5th, Nebraska is the only game in town for the next 4 days. And so I think we will see either the winner try to solidify their hold on the nomination, or the 2 contestants or 3 contestants that are still alive pouring in here as a rebound to try to strengthen themselves. And because we're Saturday night, on Sunday morning, we will be the news. One way or another, we will be the news on the talking head shows, on the national networks and the cable news. That's where we're going to go here, and that's why, hey, we're positioned well for Nebraska to actually get some national attention, and what our vote and what our thinking matters. Now, Nebraska is uniquely different than many states. It has a strong independent urge to it, a very populist edge, a very independent thinking people as a whole, and I think that those people, if they come out to the caucuses and express their true opinion about who should be our president, are for once their voice is going to be heard. And that in itself seems to me an accomplishment beyond all belief, because Nebraska's voice hasn't been heard since 1968 when Bobby Kennedy was actually here in Beatrice and Crete and Wilbur, I believe. He made a swing through here. I think that's the last time a presidential candidate has visited the state except for raising money for Iowa, which we know they do that a lot.